So Apple just made a mistake that Samsung stopped making 3 years ago, or maybe they know something we don't. For nearly a decade, we have been told that foldable phone wasn't ready because the technology wasn't perfect. We were told the screens had to be invisible, we were told the hinge has to be unbreakable, but now the leaks are finally solidifying. The reality of the iPhone Fold looks nothing like the perfection we were promised. And that is actually the most dangerous part for Samsung. See, most people think this battle is about who has the better screen. It's not, it's about a specific decision Apple made with the hinge. Rumor says that Apple delayed this launch for years to license Samsung's own hinge technology to achieve zero-crease display. Think about that. Apple, the company that prides itself on invention, is borrowing from its biggest rival to fix that one thing everyone hates about foldables. If you run your fingers down the center of the Z Fold, you still feel that dip. I know it's gotten better, but it's still there. Apple is beating that you to pay extra just never to feel that dip. But there is a cost to this perfection. To get the seamless look, you have to sacrifice durability. A zero-crease hinge usually means more moving parts and less dust resistance. So the question isn't, is it smooth? The question is, will it break? Then there is the engine driving these things. We are looking at the A20 Pro against the Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5 in the Z Fold 8. On paper, the Snapdragon is catching up. In raw numbers, it might even win, but raw power doesn't matter if the phone gets too hot to hold. We know foldable struggles with heat because the bodies are so thin. If Apple pushes the A20 Pro too hard without better cooling, that zero-crease screen is going to dim after 10 minutes of gaming. Samsung has had 6th generation to figure out thermal management, Apple had 0. And then we get to the design choice that makes no sense. The size, the iPhone Fold is rumored to have a 5.25 inches covered display. That is tiny, it is significantly smaller than what Samsung offers. When you hold a Z Fold, the front screen feels like a normal phone. If these rumors are true, the front of the iPhone Fold is going to feel like an iPhone mini from 5 years ago. Why would they do that? It forces you to open the phone. Apple doesn't want to use the front screen, they want to insert their ecosystem on the big iPad-like canvas. It is a control tactic disguised as a design choice. But is a 5.25 inches screen too small for 2026? It might be deal breaker nobody is talking about. Finally, we have to talk about the price tag, the Apple tax. The iPhone Fold is sitting at $2,000. The Z Fold 8 is likely landing at $1,899. It is a $100 difference. In the grand scheme of a $2,000 purchase, that is nothing, but it's psychological. Apple isn't charging more because the phone is better, they are charging more to see the logo is enough to make you ignore the specs. They are betting that a small screen and a half-generation hinge are worth more than Samsung's 8 years of experience. If the iPhone Fold succeeds with a small screen and a questionable thermals, it proves that specs truly doesn't matter anymore. It proves that we don't buy the best technology, we just buy the story we are told. And that is a scary thought for every other tech company out there. So let me know what you guys think of this iPhone Fold in the comments. With that being said, subscribe if you like, and I will see you in the next one.